my story starts really with, I'm 28 years old, I'm from New Jersey, and I've always had bad teeth. I struggled with it for years. Obviously, spending thousands and thousands of dollars over the years trying to keep my teeth, you know, up to par as best as I could, but they got to the point where I had two options up until about a year ago, which was dental implants or dentures. I mean, that was really basically my only options. And being 28, I was like, I don't think, you know, I can ever do that, dentures yet. When you have no choice, you have no choice. But so I started doing my research, Google, everywhere. You know, I came across a lot of scam sites. Please be careful of those. A lot of scam sites where they're like, oh, fly to Mexico and fly over here. And after doing research, do your research, people. A lot of them are fake. A lot of them are scams. And the one that stood out the most from reviews and videos and testimonials and was Dr. Golpa's site. So Dr. Golpa's site, I started, you know, I reached out just for the general questions. I said, let me, you know, talk to whoever's there. I actually did the chat. There's a chat form on there, and Andrea, who I've become friends with now, Andrea reached back. It was like 30 seconds. She responded, answered pretty much every question you could think of, and I probably logged in and chatted that day 3 or 4 times. I chatted like the next day 3 or 4 times, and you know, the questions that they answered just on the chat alone that Andrea answered really got me like confident. And the coolest thing was, and I don't think she'd have a problem with me saying this, she had the procedure done as well. So having someone on the staff talking to you who had the G4 solution, it was like I was asking 1,000 questions. And you know, she was kind enough to send me a picture of, you know, her mouth. It's just, you know, like I said, going above and beyond to not just sell the product, but give reassurance that the product is real and it's life-changing and it works. Because again, I think anybody who is going to invest that type of money or that type of you know, venture on themselves, they want to be completely confident that it's going to work, obviously, and you're going to be happy. And so, you know, again, the questions preliminary wise were answered, everything that I could think of. Then it was after, again, and two, I gotta say, everybody thinks it's impossible funding wise. Where are you gonna get the money? There's ways, you know, you find ways. If you want it bad enough, and if it means that much to you, if you are like me and you were seeking out, you know, there really is no roadblock that somebody can put in front of you to not obtain it. And I realized that in hindsight. And, you know, I sat there for months and months and months going, it's just never going to be possible. And I got to tell you, it is, you know, whether it be third-party lending, loans, you know, people buy cars and trade back cars and spend 3 times the amount on cars in a matter of 5 to 10 years. My personal opinion, invest in yourself. If it means that much to you and you were going through something what I was going through, you can't put a price on what you're getting back. And that leads me to actually going. So after I made the decision to go and they answered all my questions and I actually got the funding for it, it was a matter of getting there and doing the process. So I gotta say, from beginning to end, the process was simple. It was amazing. It was stress-free. There was no worry. There was no pain. I got there on Tuesday. I went in for my consultation, which was maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, and that's only because they go through incredible extent of detail, and they did my x-rays, and they did my you know, full mouth digital scans, and they did impressions, and they did pictures, and they did, you know, took my pictures, and I mean, explained every detail of the surgery, which was the following day. And I believe it's the same with anybody who goes. Consultation, surgery, placing the teeth, and that's it. So my consultation was great. I mean, I went crazy designing these teeth, you know, thinking I want this. I mean, I got probably a little too crazy, which leads me to surgery day. Go in, have my surgery. Again, I was petrified of the anesthesia, petrified of going under, petrified of all these things. The anesthesiologist was so cool. He, put the, and they call it conscious sedation, which I guess it is. I don't remember any of it, which is awesome, but there were a few times that I know for a fact I went in and out and answered Dr. Golpa's questions while being under. And just so you get an understanding of my surgery, I had 20 extractions, and then I had the implants placed. You'd never know it because, again, came out of surgery. I was very much with it, coherent. Didn't have much pain at all the first night. No, I mean, I haven't had pain yet, just let me say that. Soreness, yeah, and when I say sore, I mean, if you've had dental problems, you know what the feeling is like when you get a needle and then it starts wearing off and you get that tingling. Like, that's like the sensation I have. I mean, that's the worst thing I've had. And that's after placing all the implants and doing all the extractions. So, that was it. I mean, I went home, I wore the medical mask because I'm insecure as it is, and having left the office that night, which again, I was in Vegas. Nobody even looked at me. It was probably more in my own mind in hindsight. I wore the medical mask, went back the next day when the teeth were ready. They called, and James, who, by the way, James is the driver there for the office. He's amazing, very nice guy. Picked me up, went in. Now it's time for the teeth. So the big moment came and they're about to place the teeth and I'm freaking out. And by the way, there's no pain for this process. They literally have them made. You see them before they go in your mouth and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And they put them in, and right away, Dr. Golpa came in, put his little eye thing up and went, no, these aren't right. Now I designed them. I mean, literally, I sat with a guy named Jose who was amazing, and I picked out all these things on these teeth, and Dr. Golpa came in and was like, no, I'm not happy with these. They don't, look right. They don't fit your face right, this. And I agreed with him 100%. Whatever I chose did not come out the way I saw it in my head. It wasn't even a question. He said, okay, I'm going to remake them. Go home with these right now. I'm going to call you back. And that's what he did. And for the second time around, and again, that's not normal. I mean, this leads me to this point. Trust in Dr. Golpa. Trust in the girls. Trust in Jose. I was a little bit more hands-on than I probably should have been. They are the professionals. The second time around when Dr. Golpa designed my teeth, oh my God, look. I mean, I wasn't going to do a full reveal yet, but he knew exactly what he was talking about. He literally called in his tech and said, okay, Jose, I want tooth number 9, 10, this, shave this, curl this, blah, blah. And he's like, that's what we're gonna do. And I mean, I'm talking that confident, that nonchalant about it. Came back a few hours later, put these in, and all I could do was cry. I mean, like inside, outside, I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. Now, not just the look of it, the feeling of it, I mean, I went from somebody who had no side teeth, and now all of a sudden, I had bad front teeth, and I had a lot of decay and a lot of pain, to a full mouth, smile, implants. It's so odd because it's in your bone, so you feel the pressure, you feel it in your bone. It's like you feel it in your jaw. And I've worn partials before and all that, so right away the feeling was like, oh boy, this is weird. I have teeth, like a full mouth of teeth again, but it's gonna be awesome. So beyond that, and what they say is true, the strength is unbelievable. Like I said, I can't tell you enough how strong they are. They feel strong even still a week after. Nothing's loosened. My gum is healing and probably shrinking, and they still feel amazing. I am someone now a week out that says I still have soreness in some spots. Again, 20 extractions. I have the dissolvable stitches underneath the bridges. I mean, there was extensive surgery done to my mouth, but if you look at me, I didn't have much swelling at all. That went down. I mean, I'm back to almost 100% as far as feeling. I can touch my face. I mean, there's not much tenderness, just really like that, like I said, if you've had extractions before, or you had a tooth pulled or Novocaine, that little odd tingling is probably the extent of my uncomfortable feeling. Water picking has been easy. Cleaning my teeth has been easy. You brush them normally with a soft bristle. You clean with a water pick and some floss. They teach you how to do all of these things. Like I said, I can't say enough how from A to Z they take care of you. They prep you. You are taught. You are trained. Like I said, with when he was designing the teeth, I mean, he's a perfectionist. He's absolutely talented in what he does. He, I would say he is an expert in his field. There is no question that Dr. Golpa knows what he's doing, and there's no question that if I was anywhere in the country, and I'm in New Jersey and I flew to Vegas for this, I would go to Dr. Golpa. If I was in another country, I would go to Dr. Golpa. I mean, that's how amazing it was. Overall, just amazing. And I said leaving the office, I was going to tell everyone I know, believe the hype. And that's like if I said to them, if you have a slogan that you guys are looking for, believe the hype, because the hype is real. And the stuff that you read, the stuff that you see, the patient testimonials, it's real. Believe it and invest in yourself. Do it. Stop being afraid. I was you. I was 1000% you. And I am now, I went from a doubter to a hopeful to a believer. And I am absolutely a believer now. And I got to tell you, talking wise, people are like, oh my God, you're doing amazing talking. That happened like 2 or 3 days in. So everybody's like, oh, am I going to talk to lisp? There's a few words. Again, it's like a foreign object in your mouth. I knew I'd have some learning curves, but personally, it's like, I mean, I can't tell you enough how easy it is and how the words are coming and the, muscle memory is training and happening without me even trying. And it feels great. And I couldn't be more happier with my teeth. Overall, the feeling, the look, everything. And I praise everybody over there at the office. I praise Carlos. I praise Amanda. I think I'm saying her name wrong. Berlinda. She ordered my medications when I needed them. Jose and his awesome wife in the lab. Everybody. And then Dr. Golpa. Forever indebted. It's funny because everybody's like, oh, you spent so much money. How are you, indebted to him? Trust me, you really can't put a price on what you feel afterwards. And like I said, I'm indebted to him, and I feel like my life is forever changed, and that's why I wanted to make this video. And most importantly, I wanted to make this video so that anybody in the position I was in, doubting, can have a little bit more in the back of their mind, or a little bit more confidence going, yeah, okay, I'm making the right decision, this is the right place. If you have any questions, call Carlos at the office, the number's on the website, get my email, get my phone number even if you want. If you're that serious, get my phone number. I'm giving, Carlos permission. Ask me anything you want, I'm an open book, but these are my teeth. They are perfect, in my mind, perfect. Dr. Golpa is a genius. Go to the office, get your stuff done. The G4 solution is absolutely real. Believe the hype, and I hope everybody has an awesome ending to their story of their dental journey like I did.